Lee, thanks for joining us. You just sum it all up of not the best of starts, probably cost you dearly.
Yeah, and that's what I've gone over. The start of the game was a mess in terms of what we were after. We didn't look anything like what we'd gone through with them, the players. And the second goal, I'm furious at the second goal. Furious. It's the first time this season it's not looked like what we've spoke to him about. Spoke to him directly after we scored the equaliser. So that's infuriated me. But the game could have been 6-6. The game could have been 6-6. I've just said to the players, we've got to be much more clinical in that final third. Yes, they had a couple of chances. What if the game's 1-1? 2-1, we're not probably as open for them to get them opportunities. There were more counter-attacking opportunities, but we've got to become more ruthless in that final third. There aren't many teams that have come here this season, for the remainder of the season, who have come since Mike's been in charge, and possibly have the better chances in the game in terms of getting in behind them. Ones I said to Ryan on the sideline, the keeper saved it 3 months ago. Someone's there tapping it in. It's just how it's going at the minute. But the response we got from the players in the second half, that looked more like us, and we've got to carry that forward.
Yeah, how positive were they in the second half, the players?
Extremely positive. I thought we tried to be positive throughout the game, and like I say, they've been brilliant, the players, in terms of delivering the messages we've given, and they didn't quite do that for periods of the first half, and that's cost us.
And of course, on another day, you could have scored a lot of goals as well. It, just as you quite rightly point out, it isn't dropping for you, but the encouraging signs are that the players are not dropping their heads.
Oh, they won't. They're brilliant. They're obviously disappointed in the dressing room. They won't drop their heads. They're brilliant. Like I say, for large parts of that game, it looked like what we've been producing throughout the season. Yes, they give you a little bit of space to be able to do that. But we've got to look on the positives. We've got to obviously look at the goals that we conceded. Too easy, they probably could have scored after 3 minutes, but the reaction from the players to go 1-0 down and then do that, again, a really good goal, really good finish, good touch. Ryan's then gone through with the chance. Ryan's had one at the back post, numerous chances, another one's been saved. Shiloh's gone in, been really honest and stayed on his feet. It's a penalty. So these fine margins have changed the game, but the response we got from the players, really pleased with them. We have to carry this forward.
It is interesting, isn't it? The teams all around the top positions are having little blips here and there. It's all about bouncing back.
Yeah, of course it is, and I think we spoke last week, and that's how it's going to be. I'm sure MK will have a blip along the way at some point, but that's what it's going to be like. We've got to hit a level of consistency. Because you see how tight it is up to the top of the league. Obviously Mansfield look like they're pushing on, but it's still so really tight, and some really enjoyable games coming up, and that's what we've got to enjoy these games that are coming up, relish them and take them on.
I know you won't make it as an excuse, but it is helping, isn't it? I think 5, 6, 7 possibly senior players, first team regulars out of contention for you at the moment.
Yep, and that's been the story of the season, hasn't it? Players been injured, but we got to get on with it. We've still got good players on that pitch. I thought for large parts we were the better team, more attacking team. The goals have killed us in that first half, but we got a response out of the players. On another day, we took a couple away, and we're talking something different about character, but they also showed that character. We've got to take that performance, the second half particularly, into next week